How's it going, everyone? This is Dungeon back with another easy mode walkthrough. We're going to continue where we left off, but first there's something I want to cover. So you might notice that the weapon I have, it's still a straight sword, but it's a little bit different look. This is the High Knight sword, and you also might notice that I have some spells. I've got Soul Arrow and I've got Great Soul Arrow memorized. So because this is actually a different character, this character is going to be for just to kind of help out some of those of you who might be trying to run a spell slinger type of build. So maybe a mage, sorcerer, or whatever, a cleric or a hexer, because it's all pretty well going to be similar in how you level things up. So again, looking at what I have as far as strength and dex goes, you can have whatever you like. This is the same as what the other character has. It's got a 15 strength and a 12 dex. That's just because the weapons that I want to be able to use. Alright. And not to mention the fact that I'm actually going to be running this character towards a hexer, a strength / hexer build. There's a weapon at the very end of the game. It's not the very end, but near end of the game. It's called the Sacred Chime or something like that, and Sacred Chime Hammer. And I've never really used it, never had a build properly set up for it. So that in tandem, the reason why I'm kind of thinking about that is because if you remember the first episode, I picked up the Dark Knight Stone. So I already have something that's going to be good for a hexer build, so I might as well. I was like, alright, well, I'll just go ahead and run with that. Sounds like a good idea, because I got that first episode. So we'll see what I get with this one right here, this smooth and silky stone. We'll see what I get with that later. Alright, but going back to my statistics, I have upgraded my attunement so I can get a couple spell slots. The first spell slot is at 10, the second is at 13, the third is at 16, the fourth is at 20, then 25, then 30, and then after that it's like 40 and then 50. So you get a lot of spell slots early on, so I figured I'd go with 13. I'm pushing it to 16 once I get my intelligence to 20, because I'll be using some magic spells, some intelligence-based spells from the get-go. For those of you who are doing faith builds, you'll pretty much be doing the same thing. The difference is, instead of leveling up your intelligence, you'll be leveling up your faith. And if you're doing a hexer build, kind of like this, kind of like what I'm actually going to do, you probably would also level up your intelligence, or in the meantime, because you will level up the faith, but in some cases it's a little bit better just to go straight to 20 with one of the two, and then bring the other up to 20. Alright, so what I'm going to do real quick is I'm actually going to level something up here. I'm going to, looks like I'm going to yeah, I'll level up this High Knight sword, give it a little boost, and we need a little bit to boost it a little more. So let's see, I think that'll be enough. Yeah, and then I'll reinforce it again. There we go. Now I could reinforce it one more time. I'm not going to. I'm just gonna give it a +2 for right now. Most of you will probably want to just go all in. Pick a weapon, go all in, upgrade it as much as you can. But like I said before, I'm gonna kind of show you guys some different stuff. So I'm just gonna boost this up by 2, and then give the enemies a fighting chance. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll end up crushing these guys. So anyway, we're going to the Forest of the Fallen Giants. I told you guys there was something we need to do here. There was a little mini boss that we need to take care of. So we're going to go ahead and do that right now. Alright, so Forest of Fallen Giants. And first thing we got to do is deal with these mobs. Now, if you worked this area a little bit, then perhaps you know, you don't really have to worry about these mobs. Maybe you killed them a bunch of times and they're not respawning anymore, and that would somewhat be ideal. So here's my spell. Like when they get turtled like that, you just cast a spell on them and usually they'll try to charge you. There we go. So a little tip there against those guys. They're kind of annoying, not gonna lie. Alright, this guy, hit him once, come over here, knock him off, hit him again, and he's dead. Now, if you can, oh boy. If you can, stay right behind this thing, this guy will, oh. Yeah. Alright. The trick is to do it so that he gets hit and then you don't get hit. Let's see what he dropped. Alright, those are pretty heavy duty armors. Speaking of armor, I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys this leather armor we get in the last one. They're pretty good. You can see they got decent scaling. They got a decent weight. It's a little bit better than the stuff we had before. So, and it looks a little cooler. It doesn't look like a bunch of rags and stuff anymore. So that's always good. Alright, the bad thing is, though, is that it doesn't really have any poise. So let me go to that statistic here. Yeah, right here. This is it doesn't seem like it's going to be important, but it's actually like super important, especially if you're using like big weapons. You want to have a good poise for your armor, because what'll happen is you'll be in the mid swing of a weapon and then you'll get attacked with like a dagger or something. If you have no poise, it'll interrupt your swing of the hammer, and then you'll not ever be able to it's like, especially if you're getting ganged up on, everyone's doing like little pokes at you, you'll never be able to swing your big huge hammer or great sword or whatever, and then you'll be in trouble. So anyhow, we are gonna go ahead and go to this little mini boss. Hopefully you guys have been training up with your battle skills. Most of the time I don't have any trouble with these dudes, but we'll see what happens. Alright, he's got only a couple move sets. Hug him when he does this, hit him a couple times, and you just circle around to the right. Yeah, he's gonna charge, hit him twice, wait till he does something. Alright, he's gonna probably charge at me. Yep, hit him twice, keep circling around. Alright, and dodge. I gotta get some more stamina. Oh boy. Oh no. Alright, I'm gonna back up. I gotta regen my stamina. Hopefully he's got this one move that will he'll like unleash a bunch of dark energy. So if you get too far away, that's actually what will happen. You stay close and roll when he does that type of attack. I'm probably gonna have to use a. When he gets into an animation, I'm gonna use an Estus Flask. Uh-oh. There we go. Oh. He's gonna charge me, I bet. Yep. About one hit and he'll be dead. Ooh, he's... There we go. So, just like that, use those skills. Oh, I'm about to get attacked by... Oh, I killed one of them. I don't know if you guys saw that. I accidentally hit one of them while they were... Oh my god. If one of these dudes kills me, I tell you. Oh boy. These guys are so annoying. Let's make them charge me. Oh my god. Okay, so now that we're through with all that, look, if you're having trouble with those dudes after you kill the pursuer, if you do up here, then just roll off. Just roll off and you can, you know, get a little breather, heal up while they're trying to get down. They usually climb down the stairs. They might jump off though, but usually you'll have a moment that you can like hit a life gem, kind of dodge around a little bit. And what you just saw right there is an Estus shard. So we're gonna hit the we're gonna go back up to Majula and grab... Well, we're not gonna grab the Emerald Herald. We're gonna make her give us trade in that shard, the Estus shard, so that we can actually get another Estus flask. Okay, so here's the deal. We have 18,000 souls, and there are a few things that we want to buy. We don't need to get the silver cat ring yet from the cat in Majula, but what we do want is, being that we have so many souls, we are going to grab this thing from her. This fragrant branch of yore. You technically don't have to buy it, but we do want to spend at least 10,000 anyways, so you might have also bought the soul arrow from her. I did, because I wanted to have it for this character, but more than likely you're going to have to spend quite a bit in order to get the ring from her, so I'm going to just go ahead and buy it. It's usually helpful to have that extra one, and I'm going to talk to her. Like that, and then she's like, oh hey, take this. So it's a silver serpent ring +1, so this is going to be very, very helpful for our souls. Now you've got a couple options. You can take off the ring of binding if you're dying and stuff. That might be a good idea. You could take off your life ring. It's 10%, which is still kind of a lot. This at this level, probably, since we don't have a whole lot of Estus shards, is probably pretty good, and this is always good to have. So I would say one of these two if you want a little bit extra souls. I would probably recommend you would replace the life ring, honestly. I'm going to replace the ring of binding. That's because that's me and not you. Now, if you want to do a little bit extra physical damage, we did pick up a ring of blades. I think it'll do like 20 extra physical damage. At this stage in the game, 20 physical damage could be a lot, actually. So maybe consider. I've got split damage right now, so I mean it'll kind of be helpful, but it, you know, I mean if I was going straight physical damage, I'd definitely put on that ring of blades. Okay, and I'd take off the life ring. So what we're gonna do is go back to Majula. And we're gonna upgrade our Estus shard, and then you know, use the rest of the souls to level up, and then I'll meet you guys back at Hyde's Tower so that we can defeat the boss over there. Alright, I'll see you guys in a moment. Alright, you guys, here we are back at Hyde's Tower, and we're gonna go ahead and take care of the Dragonrider over there. Okay, so if you have been farming in this area like I mentioned before, then you probably don't have anyone to kill in this area. Looks like I might still have this guy over here. No, he's dead. Okay. So I don't know, I like to kill them because they might drop something cool. They've got some pretty interesting armor, and of course you saw the sword that I'm using right here. Especially for those of you who are faith builds, you'll probably want to do that so you can grab this sword. It's actually pretty good for those faith builds out there. It's one of the first lightning weapons that you can actually encounter. So, alright, so something to mention since we're gonna go and defeat we're going to defeat him. Anyhow, make sure that you hit these things. There's 2 of them. They widen the battle area. So, and the enemy, the boss, he used to be able to fall off, but now he doesn't. So, like, he cannot fall off. There's like invisible walls or something. So there used to be a cheese to be able to kill him easy. So, no. And then there's another one right over there. We're gonna hit that actually. Yeah, if he's not gonna aggro, we'll hit it right now. And you can actually see it starting to raise the boss area. All right, we have these soul arrows, and let's see. Maybe we don't need to use them. I don't know. Let's see. Oh boy. Of course I got hit. It's alright. I still got that ring of regeneration, so I'll probably heal up most of the way, if not all the way, without even having to use one of those Estus flasks. And once again, I did go to Majula. I know I said I would, and I did. I spent up some souls. Actually I bought a mace, because the Blacksmith actually sells maces over there. And look, I've been preaching the maces so much, I don't even have one. I'm like, dude, how can I do this? How can I be talking about this weapon being so good, and then I don't even go buy one? So what I'm actually do with this character is I'm going to use the, let's see, where's that drop at? I'm going to be using the mace. Once I can imbue it with that Dark Knight Stone, then I'll probably use the mace with Dark Knight Stone, and I'll do like strike damage slash dark damage, which would be kind of interesting. All right. Actually, you know what? No, I'll wait till I get a bandit axe. You guys, I'm gonna tell you, if you haven't used the bandit axe for imbued items, dude, you gotta do it. I knew I was gonna get hit right there. You gotta do it. You gotta use the bandit axe and imbue something on it, like whether it be fire damage or magic damage or something along those lines. You have to do that. Alright, so I'm gonna kill this dude. You don't have to. Matter of fact, you can run past this guy. He's just gonna lay there. I am going to. Man, maybe I am gonna kill him. I just get greedy, you know what I'm saying? Maybe I can show off some of my parry skills here. Oh, here I am, trying to show off my skills. There we go. And that's it. Alright, we're gonna get that summon, and let's go. Let him get his animation off. There we go. Alright, so at this point I could use, you know what, I'm just going to use, let's see how many of these life gems I have. I don't use them very often, and I don't know about you guys, but yeah, I got 12, that's fine. Oh, dude, is this guy gonna attack him? Oh my god, bro. I better help him out, because otherwise he'll get knocked off and die. Oh my god. I tell you, I'm not joking when I say that these NPCs, sometimes they like jump off. They like straight up will jump off the map. It doesn't make any sense, man. Okay, so for a split second, I'm gonna be the only one in there. But, you know, it's all good. I can take care of this. And actually, there's another shield that you can use to increase your physical resistance. And we'll get that right after this, actually. But you could have gotten it beforehand. I don't like to use it because it's pretty heavy. It's like 4 pounds, 4.5 pounds, man. And for me, I don't need all that weight, man. I'd rather have like less weight so I can roll, because you start getting too much weight, man, and then all of a sudden you're fat rolling and you're slow and your stamina recovery is slow. I like to be like a little bit mobile, you know what I mean? Like if I'm gonna have heavy armor and heavy shields and stuff, like I've gotta have a better vitality. My vitality's gotta be high. So just like that, stick and move, roll, keep moving around to the right. You got this guy right here to help you. It's simple. It's simple. It's nothing to be feared about. Now, for those of you who are clerics, you're about to get yourself an NPC to buy your miracles from. Oh yes. For those of you who have checked out videos, you probably see a bunch of people like knocking this lady off right here. I don't think that I've ever done that. I think that's kind of cheesy. Like, don't get me wrong, alright? I've told you how I feel about these NPCs, but this is legit. She is like the worst NPC. Like, legit, she is evil, alright? She acts all righteous and stuff, but I'm telling you, man, she legitimately, like, I know you guys probably be like, hey, Dungeon, these theories you have, they're a little bit wild, bro. This lady legit is the reason why you get invaded by forlorns, alright? And I can prove it by the end of the series. Like, it's no joke, you guys. Alright? No joke. So, if you for whatever reason, if you don't have one of these things, I don't know what you're doing, because you didn't follow my guide. But you can buy one of those. You could, you know, buy any of the number of miracles, and for those of you who faith builds, you are going to buy this one. You're just gonna buy it, all right? Because this is your pretty much your only attack spell. All right, you can go ahead and make an argument to me in the comments of how force is an attack spell, and look, I get it. You can use it as an attack spell. I understand, but let's be honest, you guys. You're not gonna go up to just random enemies and start using force on them to try to kill them. Like, that's just not gonna happen, man. All right, you've got a couple healing spells, and obviously these homeward and guidance spells. They're not very good, in my opinion. You can do what you want with them, but this is a good spell. And actually, I will definitely be buying the spell. I'm not gonna buy it yet, but I will be buying the spell. This is actually one of my favorite miracles. Because it will, I'll show you the spell. It says that it will remove all poison. It actually does more. It removes toxins, poisons, like all kind of. It's very, very good. I really like this one, and you get a number of uses for it too. So I like to have that one memorized and everything, equipped, or whatever you want to call it. So we're not gonna get it yet though. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go back to Majula. And stop talking to me. We're gonna go back to Majula real quick, and we're gonna take these 14,800 souls. And if you don't have quite that much, I mean, you should probably, but if you don't, you might have to kill 1 or 2 dudes or something like that. But don't talk to her, because we're not gonna level up. I know you guys are probably like, yo, what are you talking about? We're not gonna level up. We're not gonna level up. We're not. We're gonna take this hard-earned cash or souls or whatever you want to call it, and we are going to talk to the cat, because we need to buy really 2 things. We need the silver cat ring and the ring of whispers, but for right now we're just gonna get this one. All right, so we're gonna get that. Satisfied. All right, and And honestly, probably should have gone to the Forest of the Fallen Giants before going and killing a Dragonrider. If you have any trouble with the Dragonrider, don't, like, you know, slave over it or anything like that. We're going to go to the Forest of the Fallen Giants real quick. And we're going to unlock the other Blacksmith. Because there's actually some cool upgrades, so you can get some upgrade materials, and if you're having any trouble or anything like that, it'll make it a whole lot easier. So first thing we're gonna do, come down the stairs, or ladders I mean, and I will say, because of the moveset, okay, there we go, sometimes the second slash, the downward slash against that guy, it hits the wall right here, and it just completely messes everything up. So coming this way, you might notice a little bit of problem, because these two dudes will actually attack you at the same time. My advice to you is, like I said, always say before, try to kill at least one of them so that you're on a one-on-one, because these dudes are like in general, they're just annoying. You know what I mean? Alright, you can go straight for the door. You know me, I'm always looking to gather extra souls. I knew that was gonna happen, man. I always fall for that. There we go. And look at all those extra souls, man. I like getting my extra souls. And hopefully you have equipped your silver serpent ring, so you can get even more souls. Alright, so you got a couple guards that are going to come at you. You should have no problem dispatching them. If you're quick, then this one won't jump down the stairs. If you're not quick, then he'll jump down the stairs and attack you along with that. So be quick and kill that guy as fast as you can. There's another guard that'll come at you from up the stairs. I like to aggro him first and then kill him. And the reason for that is because there's someone who's going to shoot arrows at you right here. So, alright, so here's the deal. If you did not kill the pursuer the first time, if you didn't, like when he was swooping down on the bird and something happened and you died, more than likely, I'll be honest, most of you will probably die. So what you'll have to do is come up to this area instead and fight him here. Now, it's not like a super trouble. I mean, you saw there was only a handful of enemies that we had to fight or kill. It's just easier to do it right next to the bonfire. You know what I'm saying? So if you did die to him, then you'll have to come over here. This will be a fog gate, and I'll show you what the strategy is. It's actually pretty simple. You just open it up. You can do the same thing you were doing before, or you have an additional option. You can kind of like wait right here. He'll charge you. You'll dodge out of the way, and then sprint to either one of the ballistas, and then load it and fire it. And with any luck, you'll actually hit the pursuer. Do it again, and you'll finish him off. If you miss, he'll pretty much be almost dead anyways, and then you can just kill him the regular way. There's 1,000 like video tutorials. Maybe I'll do it on the next one. I'll actually with my other character, I'll go through and actually show you what that looks like, and I'll put it on a vid specifically for the alternate route for pursuer. So, you know, in case you die, you'll have. I'll put it on for I think this is part 5, so it'll be like 5.5 pursuer, like secondary battle or something like that. And that'll give you guys a little bit of a little bit of help on how to do it. Okay, so kill those things, and we're going to do two things here. Alright, first thing we're going to do, now there is another nest. We're going to check that out. That's going to be super cool. You guys are going to love it, actually. But first, we're going to come down here. Now, remember how I was talking about there is another shield? A lot of people like the shield, and the sword for that matter, and the armor and all that stuff. I don't really like it. You might want to try it out and stuff. Like I said before, I like light armor. For the most part. This is actually my first playthrough. I played with this armor for quite some time, and it's like really strong armor. I mean, take a look at the resistance compared to what I'm wearing. And as far as the shield goes, it's got 100% resistance, but it's actually not 4.5. It's 6 pounds, so it's just like way too much for me to even consider. You can use it if you're having trouble with, like, you just want to be able to block anything, and it's got a decent stability. So, and what that means, stability, is let's go over here, I'll show you. Nope. And that is right here. So what happens is it reduces the consumption of stamina when taking an attack. So like when someone attacks you and you block it with just like R1 or whatever like this, then it'll reduce your stamina. And the higher stability, the less it'll actually reduce your stamina. So if you've got like a super high stability shield, then you can pretty much, it's like just hold R1 and just kind of see what enemies' movesets are, and without really any, as long as it's just like a one-on-one fight, without, you won't really have any, there's no real downside. You can just kind of like turtle up and see what their moveset is, get used to their moveset, and then when they have an opening, you can just like attack. And that's usually a pretty good strategy. So if you do want to equip it, then it'll increase your stability by 15 points, which is actually pretty good. That's probably one of the highest stability shields up to this point. Alright, so we're going to come over here and examine. Alright. I am actually going to play this out, because for those of you who played Dark Souls 1, you probably remember this giant eagle. And for those of you who play Dungeons and Dragons, it's not called a giant eagle. It's called a rock. Alright. So, anyhow, here it is. The Lost Bastille. Alright. We're going to hit the bonfire first. Okay. Open the chest. A dull ember. In the first Dark Souls, that actually meant something. In this one, it's kind of like whatever. It's I don't even know why they even have it in game, quite honestly. Alright, so rest up at the bonfire. If you need to go back, if you want to use some souls, you can. Matter of fact, I think I'm going to. And then I'll be right back. I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to warp over to Majula, and I'll be right back, and I'll show you guys what's going on. So I'll see you guys in a moment. Alright, you guys. We're back here at the Lost Bastille, and we're going to go ahead and make it to the Blacksmith. Alright. You have to make sure that you have some fire bombs. Doesn't really matter what kind, but you gotta have fire bombs in order to make this work. So if you don't have fire bombs, then go to the hag, which at this point she might be back in Majula. She might still be in the Forest of the Fallen Giants. So find the hag, buy firebomb, or you can farm up the hollowed soldiers and get firebombs that way. Alright, this is the path we're going to take. You could go to the right, we're going to go to the left. If you go to the right, then you won't be able to get this right here. Alright, there's something on the ledge right here. We're just going to kind of walk by, and we're going to get that. Alright. Now, this guy. Okay, now that's kind of Well, I guess that's not too terrible. One of the dogs got killed. Alright, so for those of you mages, or if you've got a bow, this is going to be a little bit easier. If you do not have a bow or a ranged weapon of any kind, then you really haven't been paying attention to my walkthrough, because I told you it's very important to have a ranged weapon. So, what we're going to do is, you could hear it. I don't know if you guys are hearing what I'm hearing, but you could hear a dog, and there it is right there. So we're going to come down over here, kind of move around, take a look and see where that dog's at. And it's going to jump at us, but we're going to have our shield up, so it's all good. And then attack it. It's pretty simple. If there's only one, it's not a problem. If there's multiple dogs, problem. You have a problem. Alright, now here's the deal. Inside this area right here is another pursuer. The pursuer doesn't spawn until you actually go right next to that box. So you got two options. You can go to the box and then run out the door. Actually, three options. You can go to the box, run out the door, go to the box, kill the pursuer, then walk out the door. Or you can just not go over there. So that's what we're going to do. Normally, I would just go over there and kill him. Alright, forget it. That's what I'm going to do. I would... Just do it. Just kill. You know what? Just kill him. Don't be a wuss. Alright, this is Dark Souls. Alright. And there's some goodies in there. Alright, we're stronger than last time. And we know your tricks. Alright, pretty simple stuff anyways. This guy sucks. He's nothing compared to me. Oh my goodness. He's attacking me. That hurt, actually. For those of you using a strike weapon, it's actually probably going to be a lot easier. You'll be doing a lot more damage to him. Oh boy. Alright, so he's done with his animation, so I was kind of low. I ain't messing around. Oh my god. Alright. I will say this, man. I am going to be upgrading my weapon. Oh, here's that move! If you're close and you're attacking him from behind, you should be good. Oh boy. Alright, he's gonna charge me. And... if I get hit, man, I'm definitely dead. Oh, look at that. Okay, so I don't know. Maybe you guys shouldn't attack him yet. It's up to you. The bonfire's not too far away, so it's not a huge loss if you have to kind of like walk back over here or whatever. You'll probably be able to get your souls back. Okay, but here's the downside to all this. If you got severely hurt, heal up. Use a life gem, use a Estus flask. I'm just gonna go ahead and use Estus. I have 3, so if you have like 1 or 2, just use a life gem to heal up, or a spell if you're a cleric. These guys right here, if you can double hand, you can stun these guys, or if you've got a mace, you can stun them. Maces are so good, you guys. I'm not even joking. That make me want to use my mace, you know what I'm saying? But I leveled this thing up, you know, because I wanted to use it. So, alright. Something cool about those guys, I know they kind of seem like they're, you know, whatever, but they can drop a pyromancy that's pretty good. So if you farm them, you might get lucky and get that pyromancy, and that's awesome if that happens. This is an NPC you can summon when you talk to her and stuff, or him. I don't know what it is. Lucatiel sounds like a girl, but I'm not sure. Look at the face. See, you know what I'm saying? Looks like a dude, but that's the mask. And you can actually get that mask and wear it in I can't remember if it's this one or it might be in yeah, it's in, I think it's in this one too, but you can get it in Dark Souls 3 You have to trade the that eagle's nest. I don't know what they're called. The where it says like pickernickel, a pumpernickel or something like that. It's above the Firelink Shrine. You could actually trade. I think it's a vertebrae shackle, and then you can get that helmet. And that it looks almost exactly like it does here in Dark Souls 2. So that's a little bit of lore for you guys. And you can also get that armor, which is actually really good armor in Dark Souls 2 early on. You get it in the town. What's the name of that town? The name escapes me. But not Undead Burg. That's Dark Souls 1. It's I don't know, Undead Village or something like that. I can't remember. Doesn't matter. Because this is Dark Souls 2. What's up? Alright, so pick up that large shard, and now you can upgrade your weapon even further. Oh my goodness, you're getting so powerful. More powerful than me. Alright, run away from these dude. Alright, don't be attacking him, because he's got like a fire weapon, and he'll attack you with it, and he'll blow everyone up. Like, he don't even care. This guy's crazy. So if you got a ranged weapon, range attack this dude, or you can, you know, psych him out, like kind of go near him so that he'll swing at you. And they've got a very long attack animation, so when he starts swinging, just kind of run and roll out, and then he'll hit one of these barrels and blow himself up. Okay, so here's the deal. Here's another one, and this dude will not wait to attack you. He's gonna straight up attack you. But you see right there's a barrel right there. And I won't be quiet because I don't want to aggro this dude, because he's gonna hear me through the mic. Anyhow, what I'm gonna do is roll onto that barrel. Now, normally when you roll onto the barrel, it'll break it. That barrel over there won't break from rolling on it. So I'm gonna push it, roll it, and it's gonna go all the way down the stairs. And it's very important that you do that. So run, push it, roll it. Alright, and now you can attack this guy. Did you hear that? Oh boy. Alright, I'm a two-handed. Ooh, that was very close. Alright, and nothing. But man, I'll tell you, I feel real good. I think this guy is going to drop something cool for me soon. So when you roll it down, if you're lucky, then that'll happen and it'll open the thing up. But if you are not lucky, it'll roll down, it'll like start curving to the side and stuff, and then you have to like push it around so you get it close, and you gotta throw a firebomb at it so that it blows up this wall. There's a couple dogs over here. You know, use your skills to evade its attacks, and they actually drop nameless souls, I think they are. They can even drop the large nameless souls, I think, too. So they're actually worth farming, because not only they give you souls and stuff, but they also can give you the consumable souls. And then you can farm those dudes up too. But I would actually advise you to not farm those things up just yet, okay? Do not farm those up just yet. Just hold on for a minute, because we're gonna get this better shield in the next episode, and that'll increase your item discovery a little more, and then you'll have a better chance to find those things. So come over here. Don't attack that guy. He's just you know, a blacksmith. He's swinging his stuff around, but he ain't really gonna mess with you. All right, he's actually pretty cool. He's chill, you know what I'm saying? And what's cool is that if you are like me and you didn't upgrade your mace, and now I'm kicking myself because I upgraded the mace, and I bought a mace and I really didn't need to. It's like 1,200 souls. It's like a waste. That's all right though. So I'm gonna talk to this dude and give him the dull armor. And he's pretty cool. It looks like he should be attacking you, but I mean, I really don't know what's going on. And you could talk to him or whatever. I don't really care what he says. He's cool though. I'll be honest. Out of the two blacksmiths, this is the one that's actually cool. The other dude's kind of a prick. But what you want to do is, you really didn't have to rest at it, but come over here and light the torch, and we are going to make it happen. Alright, this is a little trick. So light that up, and rest again. And now this dude has moved. Look at that. Look at that. Alright, so he's moved, and now he's not on this, so you can open it. And what's inside, for those of you who want a strike weapon but haven't bought the mace, this is like unupgraded, not upgraded. This is pretty well better than the mace. Alright, so here I've got all three we can take a look at. So we've got 120, 110, but this has bleed damage, and then Craftsman's Hammer 166. With the scaling, let's see, what's the problem here? What do I need? I need more strength. But we already talked about this in the first episode. I can two-hand this thing, right? So with the strength upgrade, I'm at over 200, over 210. Over here, two-handed, we're at almost 180. All right. And with the Morning Star, we're at like 145, 144 or whatever, but it's got bleed damage. So with the bleed, basically what that means is that if you can hit an enemy enough times, their bleed meter will go all the way up, and when it does, it'll take like a third of their health out immediately. So against bosses and stuff, as long as they can take bleed build up, it could be really good, because you can be swiping away at the bosses, and then as soon as they get that bleed meter up all the way, then they'll take 1/3 of their max health in damage. So bleed weapons can be really cool. They can be really cool, and you notice that up there? We're gonna get that in a little bit. All right, so that's pretty much all we're gonna do at this point. For those of you who didn't really attack the pursuer, you can use this bonfire to run down over to the pursuer and attack it. You can use the other bonfire to run to the pursuer and attack it. The only thing is that you cannot go back to that bonfire walking from this bonfire. All right, so just keep that in mind. So if you attack the pursuer and you're victorious, then you have to walk to this bonfire. All right, you have to go through these monsters and stuff to walk here. Or, as always, you can use a homeward bone. All right, and remember, I'll show you that other pursuer fight here in a minute, right after this episode. So, otherwise, I'll see you guys in the next one. This is the easy mode walkthrough, and I'm Dungeon, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, everyone.